everybody, and welcome back to Exploring 1.19, episode number 7. Yeah, episode number 7, in which today we're going to be doing a few things. Mainly getting some main infrastructure set up for this village here. As you can see, I've plotted out stuff in Netherrack because it's insanely easy to break, and it's plentiful. So I've kind of wire-framed out the ground. I've also got to find a spot for that to move, but we can do that at a later date. But if I hit F3 here, you can see a little something special. If you look down at the day counter, we're on day 96. Which, excuse me, means that we're encroaching very fastly upon day 100. I can take two of you at once. Easy sauce. Now they do drop heads, but anyway, I have something special planned for day 100. I'm recording this fairly late, so Warlord is asleep. So he won't be joining us for this one. If you couldn't already tell, this is an, single player. And we're about to see day 97. So we're very close to day 100. And unfortunately, a lot of those days if I had recorded every single day, I could have made 100 days out of this, but you've basically seen 100 days because the only things I did off camera was expand this, flatten that, fill that in, make sure it was all grass, and basically the rest of it was just AFKing and harvesting that. Oh, as a side note, not everything was just AFKing. I have some pretty good armor. Now some people might ask, why enchant iron armor with level 30 enchantments? To which I would reply, why not? This isn't hardcore. I can get my XP back pretty easily. And a bonus of a lot of other things, like a ton of gold, which I plan on smelting down for the nuggets to make more golden apples at some point. And I guess I've got a pseudo iron farm on a pure technicality, but yeah, the only thing that needs really worked on is that needs moved, because there's going to be a path going here. I'm going to tear that down, tear that house down, move him. I've already got, yeah, this is going to be a Fletcher's. And then these little huts, I guess, are going to be for specialty villagers, like, for example, this one I have marked, well, all of these are basically just going to be librarians. Why give them each their own house? I'll probably put 2 to a house, because that just feels a little bit better than, well, I tried. That just feels a little bit better to me, to have 2 per house, than have each one take up their own house. Individually. And some people would say, well, why build separate houses for them? Well, if I have to be honest, it's not truly for vanity, but it kind of is at the same time. Because I'm a lazy person by nature. So, yeah, if I build a trading hall, underground is where I always build it. Because I honestly haven't succeeded in building one above ground that looks too terribly great. And if I do it underground, then I tend to give up halfway through and not really care about vanity. But how? How, my guy? Guess they have to be moving for them to be able to get into them. At any rate, loading minecarts into there seems to work, but we now have, well, I guess it's not a problem. Go back to the breeder. Not too much of a problem, but today I'd like to get I want to get at least the potato farmer's house built. I'll move them in off camera, but I'm gonna get their house done on camera, and also get some cow milk. I guess that's the only kind of milk in the game. Some eggs. I think we need 1 egg and 2 sugar, or 2 eggs and no, it's 1 egg, 2 sugar, 3 milk, 3 wheat. I think. I'm gonna build a cake monument, basically. Tradition I'm gonna borrow from Luke the Notable, except he only did his on 100 days. Also, I don't have any diamond blocks to put it on, so it's gonna have to settle for emerald blocks. Which, with the infrastructure I'm gonna set up, is about to be a dime a dozen. Literally. So, yeah. Well, that intermit's not having a good day. Sugar. And I think I have wheat somewhere. Yeah, it's my enchanting / brewing chest. Oh yeah, I tore that down off camera. With it basically not needing to be there, I got rid of it because it was an eyesore. So, yeah. Also, I'm going to tear that down and put a wireframe there for the I'm forgetting. Yeah. Basically, if I tear this down, I can put more houses here. And also, I'm going to slowly start tearing the village down. I don't know. Maybe I'll film that and just make a montage of it, because I basically want to tear the rest of these houses down once I get the villagers that might be in them out of them, and start reusing the resources for over here. Because I feel like doing that's better than just straight up wasting it and putting it in a chest forever. Yeah, I feel like we're probably gonna wanna use... I want to keep this fairly vanilla, but also kind of not at the same time, which is really a conflicting statement. But, well, at least I'm aware that it's a conflicting statement. And it is a conflicting statement. But I want to keep it kind of vanilla-ish, but it's not going to be totally vanilla at the same time. So, it's going to look like something you'd see in one of these villages. but at the same time have some of my own takes on it. Wait, I had iron in there. That would have been nice to know earlier, before I had to go mining for it. So 3 wheat. And then 1 emerald block. I could use redstone, but I can't use the argument that redstone's too common, because emeralds are just as common if you know what you're doing and have the stuff set up for it, like I do. So, yeah, no dice on that argument. But, yeah, I'm hoping that this is even, because I wasn't actually, when I was laying this down, I wasn't actually keeping tabs on if it was even or not. So, if it's not even, I'm not going to know until I get ready to, well, I'm going to mark the door out, because I always do that first. Anywho, but, actually that's a bad idea, because I actually lose returns on that with the data packs I've got. Let's see. Best way to always tell if it's evens, take a block out where you're going to have your door, then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. 5 that way. Okay, so it is even. That I can confirm. Do that, and then I think I'm going to use birch for the floor. It's because I like birch. Difficulty here is going to be keeping each one of these different from the other, which is going to be kind of a challenge. And I'm not going to put as fancy of a roof on as I did that breeder, because I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like that's not going to match the rest of my vision here too well. Which I'm hoping that's not going to be problematic. Yeah. I might actually copy a few of the vanilla houses and put over here. I do plan on at some point building my own house. At least moving out of that so I have more storage space, because as you can see, it started to leak outside quite a bit. So that needs to be something we address at some point. Yeah, put that away. Move the bed. Yeah. I don't have any oak wood, so that's a problem. Also, I don't think I have any birch, which is also a problem. Decisions. Well, actually, that's not near enough. So, I'm going to pause the recording real fast, and I'll see you guys when I have a good amount of birch. Alright guys, and I've got an okay amount of birch, but yeah, that's not going to do too terribly much in the long run, is it? Well, I'm going about this wrong. I've chopped down my small birch forest in the near vicinity. The good news is, because of how leaves and saplings work, I've basically doubled the size and moved it. Because I think I'm going to fill this in and move the potato farm over there. It's kind of becoming a pain each time I make an expansion and have to light it all up. Even though it's just torches, it's creating a very big future pain for when I want to use something other than torches. Like, for example, jack-o'-lanterns. I like to use those because when they're in the ground, you can't see the face on them or anything like that. So they're actually really convenient. It's just, that's going to be a lot of pumpkins, and I currently don't have any grown, so let's get rid of these torches in here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to put an iron door on this, because I don't think I need to, since the area is pretty secure. The only mob that can get in is a spider, and they have no interest in villagers, nor could they fit through the front door when it's finished anyway, so I don't think I need to worry about that too much. Have a special front door. Let's see. Take this one out. Torch, torch. I know I don't need to light it up this well anymore because of the light changes, but it's more for vanity than anything. As much vanity as you can get from a torch. I don't know. I'm used to the old school village houses or village huts rather than the new ones still, even after all these years. So it's gonna look like a newer one, but still kind of retain the same feel as the old one. And the old ones used torches. Honestly, you didn't use enough of them, but it was still a prevalent theme. Now, while that one's pretty much to a stage where I just need to worry about the roof, I'm going to go ahead and get this one's floor done. Yeah, like I thought. Let's see how many. That's quite a lot. I'm going to go ahead and get this one's floor done. And possibly one or two of the other ones. Is this one even too? That's 4. That's 4. Oh yeah, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do these floors. I want to build at least 2 of these in this episode. Like I said, I'm just going to borrow some themes from the other villagers. That one's going to have basically as many villagers as I can fit into it reasonably. Because of how their jobs are broken, that's one of the reasons I didn't do a trading hall, aside from it just looking like garbage. But with their trades being broken at the moment, I'm going to just put them in, not worry about putting them in their own spaces, and just do the old slab in front of the door trick. So that they can't get out, but I can get in. I'm actually going to go ahead and set that. Yeah, I want to get 2 of these built because I plan on putting 2 librarians per house. So that's 2, 4, 6. And I'm going to put another one after I tear this house down. So 8 potential spaces, and that. Yeah, I have an idea. I'm not gonna be able to fully share it until what day is it? 90. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to fully share it until it's basically done. I guess you could call this a slow Minecraft, because so far there's been a good amount of progress made, but it's been 100 days. And the dragon's still not dead, and we haven't killed a wither. I don't know what that... Not what I meant to do. I want to place a torch so I can get rid of this one. Yeah, I need to move the potato farm, so I'm going to expand that way. And make it bigger as a start. And I'm going to curve the path this way and then tee it out in 2 directions. So it has a starting point, question mark, and end point. Yeah, actually, I might... Well, I'm thinking about this. I am going to scoot this over by 1. So I have to scoot this over 1. Yeah. So I'm going to have a road go straight through here and basically make a giant loop, I guess. Yeah. Taking some inspiration from when I was playing Bedrock in the beta of when Village and Pillage came out. Sadly, I don't have that world anymore, and that actually really hurts. 'Cause it was fun. Fun times. And actually, I can't even go back and recreate it because the generation changed when 1.18 dropped. So it's gone, and it's gone forever. But wait, I put that in my potato chest. Why would I do that? So I'm gonna leave windows for last. I'm gonna go with dark oak again because I don't have spruce. I would much prefer spruce, but I don't have it. So yeah, I'm not gonna do anything too over the top of the roof. Actually, I'm not going to do anything over the top of the roof at all because, like I said, I want to keep it vanilla. Well, vanilla flavored anyway. So actually, do I have any more netherrack? Because that is a really good pre-scaffolding block. Actually, here, I got ladders too. Very good solution for early game scaffolding. You have to take it down block by block, but... Boom. I can go up, and I can go down relatively easily. And this works fairly good because the ladders just pop off the side when you mine the netherrack, which is quick to mine anyway, so not a big deal. Yeah, I'm just going to do something... I'm just going to do a basic roof. You're not going to ever see that, but the wood across the top, but on the inside. Which I kind of didn't take into account, but at the same time, it's fine. Because I plan to build that one over there, slight or similar to this one. Actually, since you're never really going to see that bit by the door, I kind of think it fine to strip it ahead of time. And then that one over there will be built somewhat similar to this, but at the same time, it'll have non-stripped logs. Something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Don't really need that there yet, but yeah, that's kind of some of my vision for it. Then up here on the walls, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I might just go down and mine some diorite again, to be honest, because I used it on that and it turned out pretty well. Actually, I could use wool. Oh, that's kind of rare, actually. Alright. I'm sorry, I keep taking glances at the breeder. It turned out better than I thought it would. I'm still kind of shocked by that fact. Even though I don't have anything to really vary up the stone wall, I'm not a big fan of tiling. But at the same time, it also doesn't really bother me too terribly much. That's kind of a non-statement. But as a stab in the dark, I think it turned out pretty good. Now to think about what I want to do for those areas. Because it'd be better to do it now than before I fill it in. How much? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. To people that hate diorite, this is absolutely going to make them dislike this video. But it works on that, it'll work on this. Plus, I don't have a bone farm because I haven't done a lot of wheat farming because I don't particularly need wheat. Only for the sheep. And I do use it for the villagers too, for bread. Though, with fortune, I can have enough potatoes to feed the villagers and sell it to them too. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. I actually anymore prefer when it doesn't come up to a perfect peak like this. Because if it comes up and there's a block in between this and the other piece that would match it like it does here, I'd like to take and run a stone slab down the middle. Whereas having stone stairs on it doesn't exactly, in my opinion, look the best. But that's just me, that's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree if you want to. But yeah. We all can play our silly block game a little bit differently. Well, varying degrees of different, actually, because some people like it insanely modded. I do that myself from time to time. Some people like pure vanilla. I don't mind pure vanilla, but insanely modded is a good break if you're bored with the game. But at the end of the day, we all at some point return to vanilla. It's just how the cycle will works. Yeah, most of my time was spent on modded in 1.7.10. What day are we on now? Day 99. Wow. Tomorrow's going to be day 100. I don't know why that excites me, because I have survived thousands of days in my single player world. And well, I guess it's actually the first time a Let's Play's gotten this. Nah, that's not true. That's not true. Bedrock Survival didn't do good. The long break I took from it killed it. But I was doing better in that than I am here, suffice to say. And that's a wrap on that. I'm gonna go see if I have any doors, which I think I do. Yeah, I have 5. And throw a door on it. Excuse me. Actually, I'm gonna do that for now. because villagers can go through glass panes. I don't think I need to do that, actually. I think this is well lit enough. Yeah, this is well lit enough. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to put the 100 days marker monument. It sucks that Warlord's not here for this. Screenshot. But we were planning on recording this earlier and doing the dragon fight, but it didn't get around to it. And this is something personally on my agenda, so I don't know why, because when I start the hardcore world here in a few, well, whenever 1.19 actually comes out stable, because I don't want to risk dying to a glitch, even though it can happen in a stable build. And also, there's a reason we haven't explored the Deep Dark. I said this will end with the end fight. That is not entirely true. I want to take you guys through the Deep Dark and possibly show you a strategy to deal with the Warden that you probably haven't seen before. And I'm not going to spoil that till we get actually around to doing it, because I think it's unique. I don't think you've seen it before. Possibly. You may have. I haven't seen anyone do it from the circle of people I watch. Mainly Exuma and Waddles. So if you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, you haven't. Do I have a sign anywhere? Signs. $100th. Back up. That'll do. Day. I don't know why I put a space there. The 100th day cake. It is not a lie. Well, that's that monument sorted. Back to village building. Yeah, I'm gonna get started on this house now. And since this one will basically be a carbon copy of that, I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera. I'll cut back in when it's done. Alright, and the reveal. It's done. Now to... Basically, I corrected the mistake I did on that one. And you can see the top blocks here. But it's pretty much the same. Aside from that one modification. And the roof's a little different. Like I said, I kind of prefer it when the stairs backs don't meet up like they did on that one. Where I can run a stone slab across like that. I think that looks a little bit better. Just my opinion, though. So, yeah. That one's done. Now I can get on to... I think I'm going to do this one first. Just because. And I'm basically going to build those. But try to make each one at least slightly unique from the one previous, so that they're not overly samey, which I have a feeling they're gonna be that way anyway, so not sure it's gonna make too terribly big of a difference. So yeah. This first one, I think, when there's no gate, just mine through the wall, so I think I'm just going to copy this design, to be honest. Set goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. I'm going to just not worry about the foundation block. So that'll be 4 logs because I want to save on logs. And yeah, that should do it. Also, I'm going to change this wall out for a stone brick wall. And push it back by 1 so this house isn't right against the wall. Also, I'm going to put the path to the entrance or exit gate that's there. I don't know, who knows? I might push this back a few blocks. We'll see what's in the cards for that. And it's basically just cobblestone. I'm just going to do that entire wall stone. And this entire wall stone, maybe? Is that how? I can come back over here and just peek on the inside. Yeah, that's basically how that's done. Oh, we got her drowned. Drown. You disappoint me immensely. And that's because he didn't spawn with a trident. So, across the front, across the back. Hole in that wall for a window. Door. And then oak stairs. This is gonna look like garbage, but I've said multiple times that I plan on getting rid of this house anyway, so I'm gonna pause while I cannibalize this house to build a new house. And alright. So, I did it. With a few minor tweaks to the design. Because the original doesn't... It really just goes up and then flattens off. Whereas I took it in a direction to where it has a slab that runs across the top. So I took it and made it just a notch better than... Had no pun intended. A notch better than the original. Oh. That's a bad joke. That's a really bad joke. Yeah. For those that have actually watched this far and you If you get it, you get it, basically. I'm actually thinking about keeping that house at the moment, maybe scooting it over by one once the potato farm's moved, and bending the entrance out this way. I don't know, that's just one take on it. But after I had to think about it, it's kind of a nostalgic building that I'd rather not get rid of, so... Yeah, I'm gonna think of a way to keep it around, but also make it to where it kind of just fits in with everything else, which is gonna be the challenge there. But I'll see what I can do. I might do that off camera. But yeah, we've got a good amount of progress done. I'm not going to end it just yet because I want to kind of show you a method to how I work with villagers. And by the time this comes out, the villager bug should be fixed. It's not currently fixed, but... No. I never put them in their final place of work before I lock their trade to what I want. And that is a big word of advice. Lock their trades before you put them in where they're going to be basically forever. Why am I doing that when I can just go and do that? But I want a few potato guys, so I'm going to get that. Actually, I'm going to need more than that, but yeah, I just want to lock his trades for now. I'll trade with him later. But, slash trigger. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do that every time I break this. Or not. With this guy, he wanted to give me potatoes right away. Now, every time I'm gonna want to trade with him after this because I broke his workstation block, I more than likely am gonna have to run that command. Come over here, buddy. Come here. You want it to be closer? Move. Move. We'll see if he refreshes. I hope he does. There's also a farmer in there I could try to get out. Oh, cool. My guy got caught. The cleric. But I don't exactly have a spot for him yet. But yeah, this is basically how I go through and sort villagers out. Because minecarts are easy enough to push on ground. Yeah, then when I'm done putting all the ones in there, I mine the rails and I place the cobblestone back. And because this is all within a wall that is well lit, nothing ever spawns in here. They're basically perma-safe. If that's a word. You know what? It's a word now. I locked you in. Good. Now, I'm going to get you in there. Break your block. No, don't breed in here. That's also another problem I wasn't thinking about. Holy shit. Oh, where did they get all this? Where? Where, I say? Because I want in on that. I want in on that. Yeah, please don't breed villagers in here. I'd hate to have to... No, no. Well... Yeah, they can't because there's no food. Okay, so they both got jobs. But yeah, that's how I move villagers. My god, where did they get all this bread? Oh, I guess the farmer that's in there actually probably... If you didn't know... If you're not in the know, rather... I guess farmers generate a good amount of bread just by being in there, so it's technically automatic even without a farm. Yeah, potato guy. You like potatoes? I like potatoes. But yeah, you... I don't think I would do that if I were you, sir. Yeah, glad you guys all like potatoes. That makes things a lot easier, actually. Now, this can be tricky. And... But for the most part, this is easy. And I found a way, if you're working in a trader hole, to get them in to their slots easier. If you do it the way I do it anyway. I don't really worry about the zombie cure and infection process because to me it's not worth it once the profits start to wear down. When they start raising their prices, it's not really worth it to me at that point. Excuse me. So, good, you're linked. So I don't really worry about that. Yeah, one of you has to be close enough for this to hit. Oh. Why are there two farmers in here? Well, that's not going to be a problem for long. But yeah, I'm actually thinking about modifying that house over there and doing what I said I would do. And turning the entrance while... I want to do that because I want to keep the original feel of the village. And keep a few of the original houses around just to say I did that. But... yeah, I was thinking of, since that's an OG house, putting an OG villager in it. The cleric. This guy's OG too because he's named. Well, actually, what am I doing? Your trade's already set. I just need to get you in there and get you set up with a workstation block. Don't know what I was thinking just there. Okay, bud. Easy way to move villagers. Let them sort it out themselves. Or water. And I don't think I have to worry about them actually breeding in here because I can do multiple. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I have to worry about them actually breeding in here. Because there's no way that their offspring could get to the beds. I want to connect you with a workstation block. Please get near a workstation block. Okay. I'll be so happy once this bug gets sorted. Genuinely. Yeah, I also need to get a house set up for the other two. Yeah, I guess that can be my brewing house. So actually, real quick, I'm just going to take the dimensions of this. It comes out 2. And is 2 wide. I know how much of a pain this is going to be because I got to put the roof back on it. So yeah, disassembling it wasn't the wisest decision if I was going to keep it. But I wasn't planning on it at that point. It changed halfway through after giving it some thought. Yeah, I think keeping at least one of the village houses would be a good idea. So, this was my chosen house. I hate that. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to find one of these now. So I know how it was set up. I think that one over there is close enough. Though not really. Did I place cobblestone there? No, I placed wood. And then this would be logs. But yeah. Keeping the original feel of the village intact. By the way, I'm not sure if this house can actually generate like this, by the way. So this may actually be a vanilla anomaly that I've created. Because I don't think it can actually generate that way. Well, if it can't... we can just say it did, and we have a cool thing. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'll just say I wanted to keep it and rotated it. Because that's the honest truth, was it's a villager house, and it's like an old build. I don't really like messing with old builds, especially once we get years into the future. And then that's a window. And that one can stay like that. Yeah, I don't like messing with old builds years later. It just doesn't sit quite right with me. God. Just the amount of bread trading back and forth that's going on. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is possibly going to do one of the things I didn't want it to. And by that, I mean it's likely going to not touch, but get close enough that it's going to look kind of crammed in there with the other build next to it. Which is what I was trying to avoid, but if it happens, it happens. Yeah. That's wrong. That's right. Yeah, I think it's like that. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it looks crowded, but it's not touching, so that's fine. If it was touching it, then we might have a problem. But this also defeats the purpose of that one having large windows on it, on this side. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm also out of stairs, which is a problem. How long? I'm gonna have to check in a minute how long we've been going for, so I'm just gonna pause and get this all wrapped up. Holy crap! What the actual fuck? What? What? Did someone say bread farm? Get off the rail. I think I can stop eating my potatoes now. I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like this update may have broke a few things. Alrighty. So, make sure I got everything that I threw out, trying to collect all that bread. You guys can't breed. You may try all you want, but you cannot. Oh my god. So one final thing I want to do before we actually wrap this episode up is not only move this rail, because it doesn't really need to be over here anymore. This bit's already served its purpose. It did that a long time ago. To tell the truth, when I moved the villagers, this rail was already finished. Aside from moving the Fletchers, I need to do that. I will do that off camera. God. You guys keep making bread. See, is that guy... So I'm gonna push this guy out. And this is the only bad thing about doing it this way, is there's no way to actually sort the villagers, as it were. But I'm gonna push this guy off the rail so he doesn't hit and go back. And I'm gonna quickly, before we end this, put him in his permanent house. I feel like he's gonna like it there. I hope he does. It's one of the few buildings very soon that this village is gonna have that was original. And even it's not fully original. I stripped the roof off, used it over there, then decided maybe I don't get rid of this one. Wait, that needs to be planks, doesn't it? That's better. Always hate doing that. And he's relinked. Yep, I hope you enjoy your new house, sir. You've got it to yourself. And it is now squid head free. Yeah, I'm not going to make another cleric because why would you? There's no good reason to. I will actually. Nah. I'll do that when I actually move him over. Yeah, I'm going to put this guy back because his services aren't required just yet. So, you need to go back to the breeder. Now this is the tricky part, is getting them in. Yeah. With that being done, I'm gonna wrap this episode up because I feel like we did a lot, actually. It's starting to look like a not quite vanilla, but still kind of vanilla village ish. Better vanilla, let's call it that. It's starting to look like a better vanilla village. But anyway, I've been Confined to 681, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.